Hello and welcome to May's Let's Plays with the partner. Say hello.
Hello.
And today we are going to be playing Jak and Daxter.
Yes, we're finally going to get around to the game that we mentioned a while ago.
Did we mention this?
Yeah, we mentioned it in the Rayman playthrough.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are, as you can see, playing it on the Trilogy disc for the PS3.
In HD.
In HD. The reason?
Because it's in HD and we bought it pretty cheap.
Yeah, plus, to be fair, our PS2 doesn't work that well.
Nah.
We just tried it to try some other games, but yeah, we just decided, screw it, let's do it live.
Yeah, let's just do it on our free PlayStation.
Our PlayStation, right. I'm on first, but we're going to do a one-on, one-off type of situation. A dealio.
Yeah, I feel like any time that either you just want to pass it on, I'll take over. Or
I want to play!
No, it's just like if it gets too, well, it won't get too difficult. This game's remarkably
That's why we're doing a one-on, one-off.
Alright.
When I die, lose all three of my lives, or drop off a cliff, I'm going to pass the controller to the partner. Anytime that he dies, he's going to pass the controller to me. That's the way we're going to work it.
Fair enough.
So,
Daxter.
should we leave this, or... Alright, so it's developed by Naughty Dog. What is Jak?
Jak, he's a man.
Ah.
He's a guy.
That's actually quite cool. Alright, so let's press start and get going. New game. Do we need to change any options? Sound. Nope.
No.
Can we get any subtitles up?
No.
No. Oh, right, I apologize. Oh, right, I apologise. Guy could tell I'm from Yorkshire there. I apologise that we've got no subtitles, but let's get going. Enjoy. Because there is an intro, isn't there?
There is an intro, so we'll remain quiet during it.
Okay, so... Oh, hold on. There we go. Alright. So, enjoy.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Ah! Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Wow, so we're back and I caught the partner eating Pringles! Oh! Yay! But yeah, let's try and get going here then. So, that was a long intro.
Yep.
What was this for? This was PS1, 2?
This was for PS2. It was not a launch title, but it was came in its launch window, or like late launch window, maybe second wave.
Yeah, no, I just mean for like, the intros aren't normally that long in PS2 games, are they?
No, like you can see that they cut corners.
What do you mean?
Not so much in like the actual game itself, but in like doing the cutscenes, since they're like in-engine cutscenes, they can make them longer without actually taking up that much space.
So they've not done a Final Fantasy X style.
Yeah. Like re-baking them.
Yeah. No, but that's one game that we were talking about doing a Let's Play for before our PS2 broke. It's literally just before we switched this on. We couldn't find any of the leads or anything.
I have a sneaky suspicion that game will probably come soon in the pipeline.
Yeah, to be fair, I could 100% that game, which if you know anything about it, it's a long game, and I used to
hunt. Game we're talking about.
Final Fantasy X.
There you go.
That's what I said.
You didn't say the number.
I did. We will watch this back and you will hear me say the number Final Fantasy X. Because I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can I will say we'll definitely be having it soon.
Well, don't say that. I'm the one that controls all this. We won't be having it soon because we've got to finish this and then we've got to finish the Rayman.
Yeah, we gotta finish Rayman and that's all the major ones.
Well, you want to carry on doing Hearthstone, don't you?
Yeah, but that's more or less in my own time.
That's it. That's
right
part of the
now.
Nut House collection that we are starting.
That's where I'm gonna be.
That's he's the partners.
Designated to the Nut House.
He has. Oh, you're the head of the Nut House. It's
Well.
your project where good videos go to die.
All I do is play some Hearthstone and I just get designated to the
Well, this is
to the
Maze.
Nut House.
Our fans would not be happy if they came onto Maze Let's Plays and the partner was there going, and then I move this card over there. You come here for the energy. What were we recording the other day and you said to me, oh yeah, I'm the energy of this partnership. What? What? Although I will have to say, he is the designated artist, and our new banner, you should have a look at it if you've not seen it already. It's pretty kick-ass.
Oh, thank you very much. It
Yeah.
took me longer than I thought.
It took him a hell of a lot longer. Pretty much since we reintroduced this channel, I've been asking him for it.
I'm so lazy.
You are! You are so lazy. Ooh, it feels weird now, it's vibrating.
Yeah, you'll also be feeling it. You'll also be slipping. So you just got to take that into account. You jump slightly longer and further, so
Yeah. But yeah, to be fair, this does feel like a PS2 game. It's weird. I'm having flashbacks to my childhood. Sat on, every PS2 game. That was my console. You know, like, every kid has a console. Mine was the PS2.
yeah, mine was pretty much the PS2.
Well, obviously, I'm PC Master Race, but my console life was PS2.
I like how everyone makes that distinction.
Well,
Even in like gaming history, you can't you can't acknowledge the PC in gaming history.
what you mean?
In terms of like when people talk about
Whoa.
like what consoles came out and what drove the industry forward in terms of that, you have to not heavily, but you kind of ignore a lot of like PC development. While it is absolutely fascinating because then you start getting into like real tech, that's basically the reason why they
Yeah,
ignore
I was
it a
gonna
lot.
say, it's not like you can say, oh yeah, I've got like a PS2 equivalent because of the way that computers are. Like,
Yeah.
I could have a PS2 equivalent back in the 1980s, so...
But they do it all the same.
what do you
In
mean?
most game history, like biographies or like any book on it, apart from a few, I can't remember any off the top of my head. But for the large part, they'll just ignore what PC was doing until it becomes relevant. Normally at the point of doom.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at what these console stuff's doing, ignoring anything that PC's doing. Like
That's because PC was so far ahead of the consoles that it kind of gets a bit pointless to talk about. PC Master Race for the... Oh, fuck, I missed it.
and you can't get it again.
Can't I?
I don't think you can jump back up there. You can definitely get back into this level, so I wouldn't sweat it too much.
Oh, yeah. Whew! I was worried about that. Yeah, so should we cut this video after the tutorial then? Because that intro was a lot longer than I was expecting.
Yeah. We'll cut it after there.
Well, do you want to talk about this game? Because I know the reason we bought this game was because of you.
Yeah.
So.
I have a long-seated history with this game and this franchise and the actual people of Naughty Dog. Don't know any of them personally.
I was going to say, that made it sound like they were my dad.
Yeah. Oh.
My dad's part of Naughty Dog. They named it after my dog because it was naughty.
Nah, I
child.
didn't meet the art director once, which was weird. For like all of 2 seconds.
Yeah, but you did game development. That's not like me meeting them.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, and it was more surprising than anything. It's just like, who do you work for? Oh, I just work for Naughty Dog. Oh, right on.
Ah, did you get all like
Yeah.
like gooey?
Yeah, as a kid, like for most of the people, it would have been Nintendo and Mario for their like childhood like heartstrings. But for me, it's Crash Bandicoot and Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog are my childhood.
That's because we're slightly younger than a lot of reviewers on the internet.
And the fact that I never owned a Nintendo product until like a GameCube. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Game Boy Advance I actually owned.
No, but I'm being genuinely serious. A lot of reviewers on the internet seem to be mid-30s.
Yeah,
So they grew up with the Nintendo products. We're younger.
and to be fair, we're in the UK.
Yeah, we
UK
are
have
UK.
a weird history with PlayStation products.
It's because we are PlayStation. That's pretty much what we are
Yep.
as people.
And it kind of makes sense when you, again, if you look at like how they actually marketed the original PlayStation
How? I can't remember.
with one of the major driving forces of the PlayStation was not only the fact that it could be put on discs, but it could also hold real music for the first time.
Oh yeah,
So
I remember that.
they targeted a lot of like dance music.
Did they?
Yeah, they went hard after club music. Like, look at Wipeout. Yeah, you don't want to go down there. That's death.
What do you mean Wipeout?
Wipeout the
Oh,
racing
the game.
game.
Sorry, I thought you meant the song. From the
I thought-
1960s song by, I think it's the Zoos or something. Something
Yeah.
begins with Z.
So this is where it gets weird because I thought that you were thinking about the TV show.
What?
You know, with Richard Hammond.
Oh, Jesus. I don't watch that crap. You know this. But yeah. No, that's what I thought you meant by Wipeout.
No, I like the racing game, and like they did actually personally target clubs.
I remember that.
Pretty
but-
much back when they were bringing it out, when they were like needing to get test audiences looking at it, they would just stick it in a club and just stick on like, you know, they would like either put it on blank and just put in a music disc in which it would go ape shit.
Do you know the quite hilarious thing about the PlayStation's music?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, don't. I am like pro. Remember that.
Yeah. Well, here's a pro tip: when you're falling, you got nothing to save yourself. Just spin at the very end before you hit the ground, and you'll helicopter yourself down.
Right, so we're gonna go through this, and we will be ending this episode. So, shall we leave it here?
Yeah.
We will carry on our conversation about the PlayStation history, the history of dance music, and we will see if the partner can do an intro. He can't. He can't. Can you say goodbye in time?
Yeah. Goodbye.